Sports. It's in the game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Browns and the Snowhawks under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Up the middle they go. It's Moore. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Byrne. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Off the play fake. Byrne. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Byrne. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Steps away to his left. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Back to throw. Bird. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Looking to throw. Bird. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yeah. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And touchdown. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Snowhawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. Here's a 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st down, Moore down to about the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Operating from the gun. Bird. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And the Browns first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bird. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Operating from the gun. Bird throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going, and now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Browns set to take over. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun. Bird. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Moore. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fowler. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Snowhawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. The best of the early games on Sunday may just be in Buffalo, where the Bills face a big test as they'll square off against the New York Jets. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And this was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Snowhawks offense and their quarterback headed out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now a handoff up the middle. Cherry. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night. And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bird. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Holding offense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Up the middle they go. Cherry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll set up to throw. Forced, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Snowhawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Off play action. Bird. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown! A big play there. 68 yards. And the Snowhawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 42-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Browns drive about to get started. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Throwing to start the drive. Byrne throwing middle, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. Byrne. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun on third down. Byrne. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Operating from the gun. Byrne. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Back to throw. Byrne. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And they will remain well behind. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Cherry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Up the middle they go. Cherry. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Cherry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the Browns' 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, partner, tonight was a great